I think you already know who I am and what it is. So let's not pretend. Let me not pretending that this is the first video that you are watching with my neat, cute face. The point number 89. How can a person refuse to continue the conflict and stop flywheel of violence? Flywheel of violence. Does anyone have this phrase in English? Does anyone think that this means anything? Flywheel effect. Flywheel of violence. Snowball. I guess snowball. Would be understandable. Answers were given by ChatGPT. I'm sorry, I'm lazy author. I don't want to think. Understand the consequences. Think about what the escalation will lead to. Suffering, broken relationships, possible risks for yourself. Understand that revenge does not bring satisfaction, but only delays the conflict. Switch attention. Instead of focusing on resentment, direct energy to useful or pleasant things. Rethink the situation. Is it important in the long run? Control your emotions. If you feel angry, take a break, take a deep breath, or go for a walk. Try to express your emotions through a letter. Through a letter, diary, or conversation with a neutral person. Stop adding fuel to the fire. Stop provoking words and actions. Do not continue the smirkish. I don't know what does it mean? Smirkish. Stop adding fuel. Do not continue the smirkish. Arguments. Loud. Arguments. Stop seeking justice if it only fuels conflict. Choose a withdrawal strategy. Sometimes it's better to just keep back, break contact, or distance yourself. If a conflict is unavoidable, try to resolve it peacefully. Switch to constructive. Also, you can say to police, to authorities, that this person commits a crime, this person brings me harm, and this is and I have a right to not be harmed. Yeah, please go to authorities, and they would solve conflict as they meant to be solved in civil society. When someone harms other person, this person get punishment. Switch to constructive. Ask yourself, how can you benefit from the situation? Use conflict as a lesson and a chance to become stronger rather than destroying yourself with revenge. Forgive. Not to confused with excuse. Forgiveness is not an admission that the other person was right, but a way to avoid wasting your energy on negativity. Sometimes it helps to imagine that the abuser is just limited or acting out of weakness. Point number 90. I wrote this point one of the in the beginning of the book, but I think that there are a lot of people who hate vegans, so that I think that I should move this point near the end. The animals are also alive. People don't want to die prematurely by someone else's hand, because we want to live our lives and not die violently. Animals also do not want to die prematurely by someone else's hand, because they also want to live their life and not die violently. Caring for those who do not have a voice and protection is also the responsibility of every person. We buy clothes that made from animals, leather, jackets with wet. Let me see. I want to find out this word. Fur. We're using fur, leather, but you have to remember this is made from animal, and in order to buy this, animal had to be killed, and the person who killed this animal gets money from his employer, and this employer gets money from store, and store gets money from you, from customers. So you can stop this chain, because there is a lot of alternatives. Artificial fur, artificial leather, artificial meat, protein food with rich of protein. We can not eat meat. We can live healthy life without meat, but everyone is sure that no, you must eat meat. Please dive deeper in this theme. I think this is very important to be a responsible person. Point number 91. Let's say you hate something or someone, and you can talk about it online. Write it on the comments to people you hate. But think about it. Do you really need to express your hatred? Why express hatred when you can't express it in principle? No, I meant the other thing. Why express hatred if you can basically not express it in? Not express it. In principle. In Russian, we use in principle in the end of the sentence when we are saying basically. Allow people be free from self-hatred. Self-hatred? No, I meant self-hatred. Self means from myself, or the self-hatred. Okay. I'm not suggesting that you fall in love with someone you hate. I'm not suggesting that you stop hating this person and create natural attitude. I suggest that you don't share the anger and hatred. One of the ways to solve this problem is to create a private chat, public group with only you, where you can express your hatred on the internet. This is funny. This is simply funny way to express your hatred. And no, I'm freed from this feeling. Yeah, internet, see how someone is I can digest someone's stupidity and Point number 92. Tribalism is a social phenomenon characterized by strong attachment of individuals to their own ethnic, cultural, or other social group, tribe, and preference for. And what is it? It's phenomenon about preference for the interests of this group over the interests of others. Tribe. Let's write down like this or not? This can manifest itself in the form of loyalty, loyalty, solidarity, and protection of the interests of one's group, sometimes to the determinant of others. Discrimination. Manifest itself. I'd say people don't using this form. It can get forms, appear in forms, it can be presented through this can be presented in the form of loyalty, solidarity, and protection of the interest of one's group, and sometimes discrimination of others. The main components of tribalism include strong identification with a particular group, tribe, loyalty and solidarity with the members of this group, preference of the interests of one's own group over the interests of others, a sense of shared identity and shared values within the group, tendency to protect the interests of one's own group, sometimes to the detriment of others, negative attitude towards other groups or individuals who are perceived as external or a threat to their group. This is components of tribalism. I want to create an item with the main message. Create an item. I want to make point. Don't give in to tribalism. Give in. I'd say, yeah, give in. It's a curb. Oh, okay. Don't give in to tribalism. Please. Please. But in the process of studying, I realized that tribalism has both positive and negative sides. I think tribalism is involved in all large-scale conflicts, and this is positive. Yes. In a small conflicts, in a small conflicts too, he is involved. And in the small ones. Let me see. It seems to me that if each person is less likely to divide people into their own and others, in group and out group, then there will be no what is it? Grounds. Preconditions. Grounds. Grounds, yeah. Point number 93. This is how chill from 93 till. This is how chill from 93 until. This is how chill from 93 until. This is how chill from 93 till. Just recently, I realized a new thing. I used to think like this. Here I see a man. I see a person. This person in my opinion, this person has a problem which is somehow harmful. I'm going to help this person solve the problem. This is a big misconception. The problem which I see is formulated precisely by me, through the prism of my worldview, values, priorities, abilities, and moral and ethical compass. A problem is something that brings a person inconvenience, sometimes even suffering. I'm completely unaware of what is causing inconvenience to the other people until they say so. The problem component is not a correspondence between what is written and what is valid. What is written and what is valid. This is how it's saying in English. Nah. desires, the company, A component of the problem is not matching desires with reality. I can't know what and to what extent exactly is desired by another person. I'm not allowed to decide for another person what are the problems in her life. Instead of trying to impute some problems to a person, I can do alternative action. Solve your own problems. Solve the problems of people who have personally asked me for help. Solve problems of people who publicly ask for help and to whom I can give all possible help. Point number 94. There are different kinds of rulers. Things with purpose to measure things. The most familiar and understandable ruler is stationary ruler that measures the length in centimeters and millimeters. Stationary ruler. Stationary. Office. Office ruler that measures the length. Or inches. There are also invisible social lines. Rulers. For example, rulers that measure cash capital, achievements in your love life, social status, education level, fame, beauty, salary, body weight, body height, muscle volume, talents, etc. In principle, each person can be measured using the listed rulers, and then sort people by the selected criteria. At the same time, some people will be dissatisfied with their order in the sorted list of people, and some people will be happy. You've probably been evaluated by one of these types of lines in your life, and then compared yourself to another person by the same criterion. Perhaps this caused you indignation. Indignation? What is indignation? Resentment, indignation, resentment. Think about this. There are imposed invisible social rules by which you measure yourself. Social rules. Rulers. You absolutely should not measure yourself by a certain ruler and try to surpass other people. People still have the opportunity to evaluate you and show you your position by some criterion. And you can always find such rulers on which you lose to everyone. There's nothing you can do about it. So, it seems to me that for your own well-being, it is useful to pay attention to those rulers on which you succeed and you bypass many other people. Office rulers, obviously. Not those guys who has power. It seems to me that if you compare yourself with other people by losing criteria, then you chose toxic motivation. There is no need to choose such motivation. There are alternatives. There are alternatives, guys. Stop thinking, oh, I'm so weak. My thin, thick or thin. I must be rich, and now I'm in. Forget it. Please watch other parts of this audiobook. Please help translate this book to other languages. Link would be in the description to this book. Share these thoughts with your friends and discuss them or discuss these thoughts in comment section, and I would answer them. And also you can affect my book, and your comments would affect content. And imagine you are becoming book editor. That sounds cool, isn't it? Баю-баюшки-баю.